Here's a little expose on male dating strategies with women. Either they take the short-term mating strategy, or there is the long-term mating strategy. Some guys, very few, combine both short-term and long-term, and actually there's ineffective short-term mating strategy, there's ineffective long-term mating strategy, there's also effective mating strategy and long-term mating strategy, and effective short-term mating strategy. And my suggestion is that the normal average males, certainly in this country, I can't speak for the rest of the world, I can speak for what I see on telly and in documentaries and in real life and in people I know, that most guys tend to go for an ineffective long-term mating strategy. It depends who you are, really, but let me just explain what these strategies are. So a short-term mating strategy would be it's like the opposite of the idea that money can buy love. The short-term mating strategy is all about pumping the woman full of good emotions and just being chill, being cool in the moment, but also not planning ahead. It's short-term, right? So short-term, have fun, be positive, whip the girl into your reality, don't take life too seriously. It's almost synonymous with one-night stands. So if you went around the club, say, and you were just boosting your state, chatting with your friends, flirting with girls, approaching girls, blah, 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 you'd be getting your state up and up and up, and then you can just make out with 10 girls, your state's going up and up and up, and then you're just feeling like amazing, so you can go sleep with a girl, and this girl's into you, and one-night stand, whatever. And you think of people, an effective short-term mating strategy is actually well applied by our concept in our society of ladies' men, because quite a lot of ladies' men, in the traditional sense, tend to be all about the short-term strategy. Like, these are cool dudes, cool guys that have good solid friendships with males, know how to interact, might be social leaders, might not be, it doesn't really matter, but they're having fun in the moment, they're not taking life too seriously, they're not overly focused on passion projects, they're not overly focused on the future and how to pay bills, they're just living for the moment, having the fun, and they're confident enough and have enough self-esteem not to worry about the future and what that holds, because they're just feeling good in this moment. So by the definition of what I just said, there's nothing wrong with short-term mating strategy. Short-term mating strategy is fine, it works, and it's a very effective method. It's almost it's important whether you, even when I'm going to tell you about the long-term mating strategy and its effectiveness as well, which it can be, and it is, and it's used to great benefit, the short-term mating strategy will never be eradicated. It's always going to be there. So like I said, short-term mating strategy, have fun in the moment, don't take life too seriously, be cool, but you tend to, on the downside, have no ambitions, no passion projects, no purpose in your life. You can all have all those. You could argue that the purpose of a short-term male strategist, a dating strategist, is just to have fun, and that's it, and live in the moment, because they're always feeling good in their bodies, always. Yeah, they might get cancer in 30, 40 years' time because they've been smoking, eating shit, and not taking care of themselves. Yeah, they might end up penniless by the time they're pensioners because, again, they've been having too much fun having sex and not taking over their jobs and their passion projects seriously. But, you know, there's downsides to everything, so that's how it plays out. And the most effective short-term mating strategies, as I've just said, is ladies' men. Cool kids at school tend to become ladies' men. Ladies' men just tend to have a lot of friends that are girls, get used to socialising girls really early on, and then they kind of, because they have so many girls they're just socialising with, they kind of develop these characteristics of attractive male behaviour and male polarity, which the girls find attractive, and then it just builds and builds and builds, and they end up sleeping with one girl, which ends up sleeping with 2, 4, and the social proof, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, off on tangent. Long-term mating strategy is, guess what, guys? It's long-term. Funny enough, it's the complete opposite of short-term strategy. So short-term strategy is all having fun. Long-term strategy is sacrifice fun for the moment, work hard, keep improving, and then you're going to get the girl. At least that's the ideal. But how a lot of men play this ineffectively, remember what I said at the beginning about ineffective long-term male strategy? A lot of men play this wrong. They play the long-term strategy ineffectively by bad belief systems and bad values and bad ideas. And what I mean by that is, a lot of men end up thinking due to conditioning, social conditioning when they're younger and adolescents from TV, media, from Disney and all that bullshit and magazines. It somehow gets in their head the idea and belief that women are attracted to money, um,